The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Ooh. Do you like what I've done with the place?
I do. It looks good.
Like, it's very awkward when you just put it over here. Put your titties over here. And if you're not watching the broadcast, I'm not referring to Heidi's actual titties. I'm referring to her titty koozie that she is now using for all of her drinks. Boobsies.
Which used to be taped down.
It's true,
right?
Oh, my boobs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you play shows. When you play shows,
No,
or in
no,
general?
when
When I was a young kid.
Wow.
I hated it.
Yeah.
When did they grow? When did they come in?
Oh, too early. Like 5th grade.
Oh man.
Really? Damn.
Sucked.
I know the dudes
And
were
I
like,
was skinny too.
Darren's drooling.
yeah. I would have been all over you.
But I wasn't. and I wasn't.
At this age.
At this age.
But I wasn't like overweight or anything. I was skinny too.
You were
I was
overweight in the upper chest area.
Yeah, so I had like just boobs. It sucked, and my cousins were skinny and tan, and
you said that this wasn't the look, right? Which is insane to me.
No.
What
is it inappropriate to refer to them as succulent milkers? Cool or not cool? Does it make you feel objectified
A little bit.
when I refer to your
No, I don't care.
succulent
I don't care
milkers?
anymore.
Oh,
You mean my SMs?
Yes, SMs. I like it.
So wait, question. When did you decide that, okay, this is what they are and I'm not going to tape them
Hold
down
on.
anymore?
Everyone, listen very close. Do you hear that? That's the sound of Darren getting hard. Do you hear this?
But I do
I heard
hear
it just now.
something though.
No, he had a question.
I'm excited a little bit.
Oh.
Keep
Like
going.
what-
I'm
what
pretending
time
like
did
I'm
I-
not, but I totally love this.
I think it was like,
Succulent milkers.
I think it was a long time. Because I
Really?
maybe
So all
like
throughout high school, you taped
hated
down
them.
your breasts.
middle school, high school.
Oh, yeah, because you were
My
early.
last 2 years though.
I wish you'd tape them into my mouth.
You know.
Jesus Christ. Have you slept with your
That's so weird.
wife?
You guys are like
Anytime?
brothers to me.
Yeah.
It's so.
I know.
Dude,
It's
It's
so
so
gross.
weird.
incest
So
porn is my
weird.
favorite porn. So this is perfect.
You guys are
I gotta
saying
get
this.
Sis's. I need Sissy's succulent milkers in this mouth. Toot sweet.
Ew,
Sissy's.
gross.
By the way, that's the name of our porn. It's called Sissy's Succulent Milkers. Darren's the milkman who comes in and pushes me aside and takes control, and then he cucks me in front of my own sister. Dude, we're gonna
Wait, I have an honest
we are now.
question.
Shut the fuck up. When no one's talking to you right now, you shut your succulent milkers up. We are now in the porn business, everybody. Rare Form XXX is what the show is called.
Absolutely. This is what we've been working towards.
Sissy's Succulent Milkers coming your way soon.
Oh my God.
That's what the live show is going to be on Friday, by the way.
And I get it's like a
Porno.
like Swedish,
Yeah.
right?
No?
Good.
Oh, boy. Don't even start.
I have never.
Don't even start.
My sister said she was crying on the floor. But we have a question, like an honest question.
So
What
does
is-
Darren. Darren started his. You haven't answered his
No, I
question
did.
yet. Oh, you did?
I said
Okay.
never really, like maybe like when I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
And even then, even now,
That's insane.
I roll my shoulders a lot. I need to stand up straight. I used to go to Heidi's name drop. I used to
working
go
on that.
to the
We're working on it.
Kardashians chiropractor, and he's like, you need to stand up straight and just do what the Kardashians do and just own it. And I was like, what?
Okay, I have one more question, and then we can get off this.
Okay.
Get off.
So at the end of the shows, you give Dan and I real hugs. I've known women over time who have big breasts, and they tell me that they give side hugs because they know that guys get kind of off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
on
never
the
knew
fact that
that.
like when they get hugged with girls with big breasts.
Succulent
But
milkers.
so what I'm saying is you give real hugs.
Yeah.
So you weren't aware of that.
Not at all.
You know
Okay.
why?
No wonder everybody's asking me for a hug.
You know why? She does it.
You know what? I want to hug this girl.
She's a fucking cock
Because
tease is what she
I'm
is.
a hugger. I love to hug, and I'm always like,
Yeah.
"Come on, give me a hug." I'm a hugger.
That's a Southern thing, right? Hugging.
it's a I think
'cause
it's a
New Yorkers, we
Wisconsin
kiss.
thing.
We mwah.
Oh yeah,
We're
No,
we're
I'm a-
mwahs.
In Boston, we curb stomp you. But it's a sign of love.
But wait,
It's a
I
sign
have
of
a
love.
question, and I'm embarrassed to ask.
So many
What does
questions.
cuck mean?
Oh boy.
What?
So cucking would be like, I'm married, right? And then Darren comes over.
Of course, it's me.
Yeah, well, you're the next guy. You're next to me.
I'm the only black guy you know.
It doesn't have to be
Oh, it
black,
has
does
to be
it?
a black guy.
I mean, it's very
No,
common. It's very common.
It doesn't have to
theme
be black guy,
that
but
a
it's
white,
usually a black guy.
a white couple has a strong buck come over and bang my wife in front of me. So
And
I
the
would
guy
watch
gets
Darren.
off on it.
And sometimes
That's called cuck.
cucking.
Yeah.
Cucking?
You know what cuckold? A cuckold.
No.
You never heard the word
Are you
cuckold?
serious?
Okay.
I have, and I
That's what it
pretended
is. So-
like I understand
And if-
it.
Well, you have a boyfriend that's like, Heidi, you know,
Is your camera on?
Oh.
Put your fucking camera on, Darren.
I'm man. You give me what I need. You don't.
In Persia.
In Persia, we take, we do what we do. I shouldn't have said take.
Sure.
I fucked it up. I made it fucked up.
You'll get on the back of the carpet when we drive to dinner, okay?
But yeah, it's a white boy thing.
And if you take cucking real serious,
Yeah.
I would suck Darren's cum out of my wife's vagina.
Facts,
Right?
Yes.
If I'm doing it for real, if I'm going all
If we're doing a real
you
video,
see Heidi's face? She's not digging that.
Yeah, that's-
cum sucking.
yeah, that's a lot of people get off on that. Yeah,
So that's what.
That's what we do on the
Cuck-
weekend.
a
I've been invited.
cuckold
I've been
is?
invited to a situation like that.
Whoa.
What?
What, dude?
Why would you not think that happened?
Because it never happened to me.
Because you're not a bull.
Oh fuck.
You're the cuck.
Fuck.
And
I'm a cuck.
Your wife respects you enough to not make you a cuck.
Oh, I'm a fucking cuck.
Wait. So a cuck is the guy that comes over.
No.
No,
Cucking.
he's the cuck.
I'm the cuck. The person who does this, I am not a fucking cuck.
I'm so glad I asked this. I've never even I've heard it, and I'm like, oh yeah, totally.
Do you know I had a completely different idea on how to start the show? I don't know what happened. I had a whole plan out the window.
It happens.
Out the goddamn window.
You talked about boobs and
Talked
then
about, and it
then
threw
it
us
just-
off. And then Darren lost his fucking mind over there. I can honestly say, when I've hugged you, I've never been turned on by your boobs touching my chest.
Me neither.
No, you
But
guys
it
are
happened.
Yeah.
I've heard it from a lot of girls.
It's
They're
happened to
like-
me with other girls, but no,
yeah.
you
But
just
have
don't
you-
turn me on at all.
Yeah, you're.
But have you noticed that some girls will give you a side hug because they
Yeah,
or
but
no?
I'm stronger, so I just move them to the front and pull them in. You go where I want you to go. That's how this works.
I need these titties on
Yes.
my chest.
Yes. Get those succulent milkers on my succulent milkers.
You've never heard that? Seriously?
I've never.
Plenty of girls have told me I kind of give them a side hug. Because,
If you girls listening know these tricks that guys do, I want to hear about
I
it.
guarantee you there
never
are
knew
tons
that.
of listeners, ladies, who will be like, yeah, I know about all that.
Hit up at Rareform Radio on Instagram and leave us an audio message of your experiences like this. I actually want to know, are there other moves that guys do that we don't think you know? Do you know any? Pervy
I'm
things
trying
that
to
we do.
Girls know that we check their asses.
Oh, you must know that.
Do you know who checked my ass out years ago?
Is this a name drop?
It is.
Oh my, this is unbelievable how much this happens.
I-
We are 8 minutes in, and this is your second one. I know Casper the Ghost. We went to Studio 54 together. Go ahead.
There
I don't know.
goes.
When you were
There she
fucking
goes.
20, I don't know. What are you, 70?
Studio 54.
We're snorting. We're dropping names. Welcome to the show, episode 117.
Listen, I was at this place here in town. Well, it's because
You're
we're
disgusting.
in Hollywood, so it's like
Go ahead. Who was it?
Common.
Common what?
Common,
the guy,
the
the
rapper.
rapper.
What about him?
I saw him 3 times, but the first time I saw him,
You tried to cuck me.
he told his nephew, because he called him his nephew.
Oh, he's trying to get you?
To get up off the chair because we were waiting for a table. I was waiting for a table. I was all alone at this restaurant.
He's
for-
like, it's
for
2021. These white
breakfast.
bitches need to get up for me.
This was years ago. And so his friend got up and I went to sit down and I saw in the reflection and he checked out my ass and I was like, oh, it's common.
Oh, you saw it in the reflection?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he
he didn't
checked out
know-
your ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all good game.
Yeah. And then he sat down
He got
at
in
my
my cab once.
table. Really?
Yeah.
In your cab?
Yeah, well, I was in New York and we were getting out of
was
a
this
cab.
a
and-
cuck?
No. We were just Have you ever been in New York City?
Now you're
of course,
overusing the
okay.
term. What's your for dinner, Cuck?
In New York
I don't
City,
know.
what happens is you get in a cab and you go somewhere, and then
Yeah,
sometimes someone else gets into the cab, and that person was common.
That is a perfect
Oh.
explanation of cabs, by the way. That is how they work. Very, very nicely
That's
done.
really
Thank
good.
you.
So he was just like as like a
Yeah,
mistake,
like he was just like the guy next waiting for the cab.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
pretty cool.
He was really cool.
I was like, oh shit, common.
Is your camera on?
It was.
Put it back on. Whenever you're talking, put your fucking camera on.
All right.
Please. Is it on now?
Nope.
Okay, you're talking? Hey, Darren, what's up? There
All right.
it is. Hi, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Fuck. What was I just going to say? God damn it.
Oh no, but then he sat down at my table
Yes.
and I was reading Harry Potter and I like closed it and I put it down. So because I was like, I'm not reading Harry Potter.
Can I'm going to blow up dude spots right now. Another thing that I do as a dude that other dudes probably do. So if you're driving, or let's say you're walking with your wife or driving with your wife, she's driving and you're passenger, and you see a hot girl coming towards you.
But yo, she's supposed to know that you're in.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it is what it is.
I'm also like allowed to look at shit. It's fine. It's like
Yeah.
checking people out, but to not be so obvious about it. So if there's a girl, a hot chick, I know she's hot. She's coming towards me. Long before she gets to me, I'll turn my head to the side, like I'm looking behind me, so that she will walk into my eyesight where it doesn't look like I'm following her. My head's already turned.
Oh, shit,
and
nice.
she walks into my eyesight.
Oh.
I've never used that. That's good.
It's smart, right?
Yeah, that is smart.
Thank you. You know
That's
what I'm talking
very-
about?
Yeah.
Or like whether it's driving or walking, I'll just like kind of like do this. So I look behind me and then she'll walk by and right into butt view.
Wow.
So sorry, dudes. Sorry, husbands out there giving up all the tricks.
Guys are sick.
We're disgusting.
Sick.
We're
Sickos.
fucking oof. We're terrible.
When's the last time you did something depraved?
Depraved
Sexually
as in what?
depraved as far as like either like porn you looked at where afterwards you're like,
Oh, and you're
what's
like,
the matter
damn,
with
I'm
me?
yeah.
Or had a disgusting thought about a woman, or
Isn't that every day though?
That's what I'm asking. I want to know if you're the same as me.
Yeah, every day.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You said at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted by myself
Yep.
probably about once or twice a day.
Yep.
And
Wow.
then I eat and go to sleep. It's like it's another day.
Well, this is probably a good time to welcome our new Patreon supporters. Thank you to Adam DeVille for joining the party, and Stephanie McAlpine. Appreciate you both very much. Also,
Those are cool names.
they are cool names, right? Adam DeVille is a really,
Oh, I
really
know
good
Steph.
artist. You
What's
do?
up, Steph? Yeah.
Who do I know her?
You should. I mean, she's from the universe.
Oh, well,
She's
thank
she's
you
talked
both
to me a
very
couple
much.
times, a couple
Oh,
times.
nice.
Just from
By the
very
way,
sweet.
whenever I like look at either a Rare Form listener's profile or Dark Matter, every single person who has ever interacted with any of our shows, you follow. Every single
Well, because they
one.
follow me.
Yeah.
is that
And
how
I
you
said-
work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same
If they
thing.
follow me, I'm following them.
I follow
Really?
back.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really.
Well, because you're so cool.
I'm pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well, you follow like 5,000 people,
Yeah.
which is actually a good way to grow your page too.
But also some of that is because I had one of those fucking dumbasses hit me up that was like, "Oh, we'll grow your page," and they follow tons of people that I don't even know. So some of those people I don't know. The only way I find out is when they show up on my feed, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then I go, and then I see the similar, or like we follow similar people. I think this is funny. I think because one of those services, they ask
Is your camera on?
Yes.
Good.
They ask you whose profile you like to emulate. I don't know, some shit like that. And like, I think at the time I was working on Dark Matter, so it was like, well, you know, like I know Dave Navarro, so maybe the people who he follows, maybe they will follow me or whatever. So I have all these people who love Dave Navarro who don't know who the fuck I am
Story of my life. Yeah.
that I follow that I have no idea. So sometimes I'll figure it out, and then I'm like, get out of here.
Got you.
Get out of here. I don't need you.
Well, welcome to the new Patreon people. Appreciate it. The page is growing nicely. We're adding more content, and by the time you hear this, this comes out Thursday. Tomorrow we are doing our first live show with this lineup of people, and that's very exciting, very, very exciting.
Correct.
And the only way to watch that live show is to be a Patreon person. Doesn't matter the tier, low end, $5. You can watch the show and get some other perks that come with Patreon. But go to patreon.com/rareformradio. I don't know what we're going to do for this show, but we have some sort of fun things planned a little bit.
Ooh.
And hopefully Darren doesn't ruin it, because this is his baby. So if it's even remotely flawed, it's on Grumpy D, which is, by the way, his new name. Darren's new name. Do not call him Darren. Do not call him Mr. Nelson. Do not call him Virgil. His name is Grumpy D, and that's it. Because this guy rolls in like a hurricane of sadness every single week.
It's not every week.
It's every week.
Last week, I think I was normal, right?
No. You come in.
I think you were a little.
You come in. This
upset
is how you come in every day. It's like, amen, amen. Sit down. No eye contact. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable.
I'm not a nice person. I told you that.
You're not
from the beginning.
But it's weird because you're sweet, but you're not nice.
That's
you have
true.
a good soul, a great heart,
I have a
super
good
intelligent, and once you like, here's the thing. I've already learned that when Darren rolls in, he's gonna be a little bitch for a little bit, and then as soon as we get started, you're great.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is, and I'm fine with it. But like today, I even told you on the text over here, I said,
Don't bring that bitch
don't
shit."
bring that fucking shit attitude in, because I'm in a good mood. Please don't ruin me.
You're right, though. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I am a piece of shit.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
No, I know what it is.
But you're not a piece of shit.
No, you're not.
But I get over it quick.
Yes. As soon as we kind of get going,
Yeah.
you kind of loosen up. But like it's when we first start, no eye contact. Hey man, what's going on? How you doing? I'm not good, dude. I can't. I'm fucked up every week. And it's like, okay,
Truth.
we'll get going. You'll be fine. You had a realization the other day, because we've been noticing recently that Lyft and Uber prices are going absolutely through the roof, which is how you
Yes.
travel. That's how you travel is Lyft
Yeah.
and Uber.
Yeah.
And coming to do this show is slowly putting Darren in the poorhouse, I feel like, because the prices don't make sense for where you live. And we've noticed this for a few months now.
It did this specific trip. I was trying to say specific and particular at the same time. You know when your
Yeah.
head does that?
Yeah.
I was going to say particular.
You should hear Heidi try to say that city in New York. What is it called?
Schenectady.
Nope. Try again. No, don't. Darren, don't help. Try again.
Schenectady.
Yes. No, that's not right. Try again.
Schenectady.
Nope.
What is it?
You keep saying the same thing, so change it up.
Allow her to see the spelling of it, though.
Try.
She should be able to
She gets
see
three
what it
more
says.
guesses.
Skentucky.
Yes, that's it.
Christ.
Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes.
I'm going to Kentucky. I'm Heidi. I'm Irish. You want some coffee?
I'm from Kentucky, Ireland. Can't you tell by my accent? Want a bagel?
You know what? When I'm walking around, talking, doing what I gotta do, coffee, you know what I do? I drink Irish coffee.
In Dublin, where I'm obviously from.
Schenectady.
Kentucky.
I'm Irish. My name's Heidi.
Heidi Van Tassel, which is so Irish, like me in Dublin right now. Okay, Heidi,
So go ahead.
let's bring it back in. Now, what's the name of that city in New York?
Schenectady.
You
Schenectady.
You keep saying the same
Well,
fucking
how do you
place.
spell it?
I don't. No one knows.
SCHNE.
No, you already fucked it up.
No, I didn't. SCHEN.
Yeah, you didn't add the E
E.
first.
CHTADY. Am I right?
So Schenectady.
I don't know why you're
Close.
throwing K's in there so much, but
Schenectady.
You're close.
no, you're not really. But
Schenectady.
why did I not that?
I don't know. Maybe it'll help me better. Like, can I see?
Did I spell it right, though? I think I spelled it right. Yeah, letter C. That's fair.
Schenectady.
Close.
Schenectady.
There it is. Schenectady.
Only took her about 14 minutes. That's pretty good. That's a new record for Heidi.
Of all my New Yorkers.
That's a new record for Heidi figuring something out. 14 minutes.
That's crazy because the way it's pronounced sounds like it's Schenectady, but it's not. It's
Schenectady.
Schenectady.
Say it again.
Schenectady.
Schenectady.
There you go.
Schenectady.
When you say it,
Schenectady.
you look like a fucking psychopath. You do a side eye.
She's on the kill.
She looks like the cover of the Halloween movie, the pumpkin, like the profile. That's you look like. You're terrifying me.
Thanks.
Speaking of Halloween,
Schenectady, New York.
Heidi put up all these lovely Halloween decorations for us recently. Good job, Heidi.
Thanks. You're welcome.
You really did a great job. So we have some. Someone's upset at you, Heidi. We're going to talk about it. You have another criticism. Okay,
Jesus
you ready?
Christ.
This comes in from Juliet. She says,
Juliet, I love her. She's a sweetheart.
You love everybody. Okay.
Because I follow them all.
Yes, you do. It makes me insane that Heidi claims she loves horror and Halloween, then doesn't know about Shatner and the Mask, and you don't even call her out on it. So she's mad at me too. And she has the opportunity to hold an actual Freddy glove, and she doesn't want to. She needs to get on our level, or be like Darren and just say she doesn't know anything about it.
Oh, was that the diss for me?
Yeah, and then she says, also, I absolutely love Heidi.
Okay.
Mixed messages, but yeah.
That's like my life
Defend
right there.
yourself.
It's like my relationship right there.
Too soon. Oh God.
No, but I went to put it on yesterday or last weekend. It hurt. Those things on.
Well, you're not
Sunday,
doing it
so I
right.
just stopped.
You just kind of slide your fingers up in there. You know?
All right, I'll do it for you, Juliet. Juliet.
Wiggle your fingers. Just go in. No, go in the hoops. You're gonna feel powerful. It feels powerful.
That looks powerful.
Doesn't that feel good?
Ooh.
Like, give it a little.
Is this real?
Yes. Give a real Freddy pop. Doesn't that feel good?
I feel like Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands, though.
Kind of. Yeah. It's clumsy. You feel clumsy.
Yeah. Ooh. I might have to borrow these.
Oh.
Just kidding.
To get out of your relationship. Darren, you want to try it on? It's fun.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Grumpy D in full effect.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Shatner, but.
So I guess you're not a horror fan. You've been called out by the community.
But does everyone know that?
Horror fans know.
Well, I guess I'm not that big of a horror fan then.
You're more of a fan of
But I like the
succulent milkers. Which is fine. It really is fine.
But what wasn't there somebody that was gonna call us out on what we watched?
I think that was it.
That was kind of it. That was.
Oh.
Thank you, Darren.
Oh.
Yeah, she didn't pick up.
I mean,
on
it was
that.
a week,
Right.
but
I thought
yeah.
it was gonna be.
I like the thing, or just beg Darren and say you don't know anything about it, because Darren hates all things.
That's okay.
When we walked in, we were talking about life issues, and you and I both agreed that Darren needs to join Squid Game. He needs to find a real life version of Squid Game.
Yes.
To change his luck, to change his fortunes. And he got angry that we brought up Squid Game.
I didn't get angry.
You got livid.
I was
You
just
went
like,
through the roof. You started throwing punches. I had to protect Heidi and those succulent milkers.
Did you hear about the number on that card
Yes.
in the movie, in
They
the
had,
show?
they had to change it because some
There
guy was
some
getting
woman-
blown up.
It was a girl.
Oh.
She owned like a cleaners or something, and they kept calling her, and she's like, "I don't know about no Squid Game." Like, what?
Is it changed now? Is it blurred
I think
now?
So. Oh,
So-
I don't know.
We should find out.
Yeah.
So you said that you hate when people like stuff, Darren, right? That was kind of what your thought. Well, explain what your thought is.
I mean, there's nothing to explain. I just don't like people, and I don't like when they like things. So,
I like my mom.
The deaf
I'm sure
one?
I like your mom too.
The deaf mom?
No, poor. She laughed so hard.
So wait, hold up. I'm mad at you because
You met Heidi?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because-
shit. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna sit back.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
come.
you know why? Because
Why?
we commiserated together on how our families don't support anything we do.
Yeah.
You have your cousin
no.
who watches this show. You have your mom who watches this show.
You're a fucking fraud, Heidi.
No, my
You're
mom
a
watched
liar.
the clip because you showed a clip.
My clip or your clip?
Oh, who put up the clip of that
Dan
last
did.
week? So she just saw.
Your mom's on
saw
Instagram?
that.
But why would she?
No,
She
on
wouldn't know who the.
Facebook.
Why would she know anything
On
about
Facebook.
Dan? Because
No,
she's invested in your career.
No, but I'm.
My mom doesn't know who the fuck Dan is. She doesn't know who you
Oh,
are.
now I'm
but-
hurt. Hold on. Now I'm hurt.
No, the
You've
thing.
known me
wouldn't-
for 15 years.
My mom wouldn't know you from shit.
But the thing is that.
Either of you.
But the thing is that
Grumpy
as I
dude.
got older, after I was disfellowship, my parents didn't speak to me for like 6 months, and then that was it. And they don't have anything to do with the Jehovah's Witnesses anymore. So
Also, your
I'm
parents
lucky.
left too. Sort of.
I can't say. I shouldn't say anything.
yeah,
but like my mom.
Yeah,
I mean,
I hear you.
they don't go anymore. And they're my best friends. So I have So no, I don't.
So when you were
So I
Sabrina,
have.
were your parents with you as an artist?
No, not really. That was a rough time. But
Okay.
but they didn't go to shows.
All right,
shows or
I
listen
just
to
want you to have as
music.
many tears as I have.
No, so it was really hard back then in like the metal
Okay.
band. They didn't like that, of course not.
Okay,
But I didn't share much with
because my
them
mom doesn't
either.
like shit. I do.
Can we pause for 1 second?
In fact, my mom and dad are always like all the time going, they feel bad because I wasn't allowed to do anything as a kid, but my sister was. And my dad's always like, I just feel really
Why? Because she wasn't brought up as a Jehovah's Witness.
not really. She was able to do anything
look
that
at
she
her.
wanted to. So, but
Are you
so-
resentful?
No, I used to be. There are certain things like
Is that why you showed her the clown?
probably. No, I'm just kidding. She was like 4. No.
You're like, bitch.
So good.
Look at this clown.
I can't believe you guys just mentioned the when you were in Electric Hellfire Club, and I have literally a question pulled up on my phone about that for you.
Oh, really?
And you kind of just weirdly answered it. This comes in from Thaddeus. Not sure if this is where you want questions, but what does Heidi's family think of her Electric Hellfire days, and did that cause issues with them with the whole religion thing?
Well, that's why I was disfellowshipped, was because
Jesus,
a
fucking
young
balls.
Jehovah's Witness kid went and bought at Tower Records in Chicago. I remember, and I know who the kid was. And in the record, it says, "We renounce God. We renounce blah blah blah." And so
Damn, you put that in your album cover?
I wasn't. I mean, I was just the go girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like to begin with. And then
Damn.
I started to play bass. And
You're like, motherfucker, my parents are gonna see this
yeah.
shit.
Well, I mean, so I didn't write any music ever. I just played. I just was.
I got you.
But you were wrapped because you were guilty by association.
Yeah, well, I
Kind
was
of.
in the cover. There was a picture of me inside the album.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you say there's a naked picture of you out there somewhere?
Oh yeah. Look.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. So
Yes.
this is really funny.
Darren, this is why we brought her in.
Yeah.
This is why we decided to do the show with her
Yeah.
months ago,
Yeah.
waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
So there's a place
Remember that
here.
meeting we had?
Yes.
Yeah.
About the Succulent Milkers?
Yeah. Go ahead, Heidi.
Funny. There was
waiting.
that place Wacko on Sunset. I was in there years ago when I first moved here, and there was a guy that saw me, and I don't think he can recognize me, and he was like, "Are you Sabrina from?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "There's a book in there that has you in there naked." I was like, "What?" I'm sorry, what? And it was an old.
It's the Holy Bible.
It was an old photo shoot that we did, and it's we reenacted one. I forget who it was with, but there's a person on like as a sacrifice with like a skull on her crotch, naked, and then
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's
the picture.
make
I
with
mean,
it,
I was
bitch.
so young. Let's see. I mean,
Wait.
this is
Are you
like-
old enough?
My what? Oh,
Are
yeah.
you like legal?
Of course.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to jerk off to this.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'll find it.
We've been waiting.
Darren. Hey, Darren.
Yeah.
Cuck me.
Why is it called Cuck?
Cuckolding. Let's look up the definition of cuckold.
Here.
Siri ain't gonna know
the
that
definition of cuckold?
This is a dated term. As a noun, it means the husband of an adulteress. often regarded as an object of derision.
That's correct.
Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Yes.
As a verb, it means of a man make another man a cuckold by having a sexual relationship with his wife.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
interesting. Wow.
That's you?
But what's interesting is she said it's a
That's
dated
cool.
term, so this has been happening forever.
Wow. So it's like a swinger
No, it's not a swingers
or
swap.
couples. Okay.
And that's like swinging is not about like humiliation.
Yeah.
Well, not cuckolding doesn't have to be, but it's more about like I'm fucking your wife in front of you.
Right.
Even though the
You
dude
get off-
gets,
And that
gets
guy
off
gets
on
you
it.
get
on
off.
that.
You get off on
Don't let Darren see
giving.
this. I don't want Darren to see this.
You get off on giving your wife to me. That's
Right,
basically what it is.
right. So it's a. I mean,
But
I don't get most fetishes, but
it goes through very varying degrees of humiliation.
we're looking at Heidi naked on the show right now.
It's so
That's
stupid.
sexy.
I mean, there's a skull in my crotch. Like, why?
Yeah, but
What the hell were you doing?
I was 21, like so young, and just, I mean, and now I'm like,
succulent milkers.
what is my life?
Are you embarrassed by it?
become?
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's all right. It's so
You look
long
great.
ago.
It's hot.
But
it's
it's so
sexy.
long
It's
ago.
like it's spooky. It's like it's so
weird,
rock.
But I don't even think when I look at that, it doesn't I don't think
It's
it's
not
me.
you.
You know what I mean?
You're
That's
just you're,
so
you're
young.
disassociated from it.
I don't
I'll be
even
honest.
remember the thing.
Can I be honest for a second?
Yeah.
So Dan sent me a picture of you back in those days,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was like, "Do you
I said,
realize
guess who this
Heidi?"
is?
No, yeah. Guess who this is?
I'll show you which one it was.
And I was like, God damn. I mean, I think you're hot now.
Oh, thanks.
Oh boy, here we go. Love connection.
This whole show is me trying
Should I
to fuck
leave?
Heidi.
Should I leave? I'll see myself out. This picture.
Is it working?
That picture.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
funny.
Yep.
That
And
actually,
she was sexy
I
as
can
fuck.
still
This-
see me there.
Darren, you gotta relax a little. Play it a little bit cooler than you're playing it now. I just want to sniff your panties so bad. Just like, God, you look so good. But this picture here is where I really see like how Shirley Manson got your gig.
Oh yeah,
Very, very much so.
we look at there's more that I'll show you.
Cool.
There's one that like
Do
that look like
I think I love pervy Darren.
he went
Like,
from
There's Grumpy D and
to
Pervy D. Grumpy D and Pervy D.
Hey, if I can fuck Heidi, I'll be a very happy
Oh
guy.
God.
That's all the show's really about. Welcome to the show, Heidi.
Oh, that's very nice. I love that. Thank you. I need the compliment.
You see the lengths men will do to have sex with
If
a woman?
anybody needs me, I'll be down here for the rest of the show because I'm embarrassed and I'm sweating and I don't feel good.
You're sweating because you have a hockey T-shirt on.
No, I don't. I'm sweating because I'm uncomfortable. I don't know how to get us out of this hole. And if I say hole again, Darren's going to come in his pants. So,
Keep it up.
oh, God.
Love you guys.
I'm so freaked out. All right. Oh, okay. Let me try to come back.
Let's be adults now.
And fuck.
Let's
I'm
make
wearing
this a
by the-
swinger club.
You mentioned this hockey
That's really
T-shirt as
cool.
you called it. This is what the
That is fucking
shit?
dope, by the way.
I'm wearing this in honor of our friend Mr. Al Jurgensen. Today is his 63rd birthday.
Ooh, wow.
Happy
He
birthday,
looks
Al.
fucking amazing, by
You
the way.
goddamn right he does. And this is why people should support drug use, because if you do tons of drugs, you look good into your 60s,
like
70s, 80s. So a very happy
92.
birthday.
I'm 92.
You look great. You look great. That picture of your titties was in the 1940s.
Yes.
And you look great.
That's why it's black
Yeah.
and white.
There was no color then. So happy birthday, Al. Love you very much. Very grateful for you. Yeah. So are you guys gonna date, you think?
Me and Heidi?
He's like my brother.
You keep saying that, but like you just showed us a naked picture of yourself. So
That's
do you do that with your other relatives?
Yeah, how many other people have seen this picture?
Dad, check it out.
But you can't really see it though.
You sure can.
It's in a book.
Yeah, but
What
I mean,
you gonna do?
It's in a book.
I clearly
It's in
saw.
a freaking book.
I
It's
am
the
gonna buy that
Norwegian
shit. I
book.
swear to God,
it's the
I'm gonna buy it.
Norwegian death metal book.
I'll go halfsies. Get a high res copy. No, but it's clear enough where like I'm always curious. Any girl that I know, I'm curious what their boobs look like. Not in a pervert way. I'm just curious. I'm actually curious about dudes'
I
dicks
think-
too. I'm curious.
I'm not curious about the dicks, but
You don't wonder at all what I have. You don't even like. Is it small? Is it
On
big?
some real shit. I've never thought about your dick ever.
I think about your dick 3 times a week. Probably 3 times a week.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Do you think it has like the helmet thing?
Oh, stop.
Like a big head?
Yeah,
No.
I got a big head.
Like oddly.
No, you'd like it.
I don't. No. I don't like any dicks, but I imagine.
Nah, you'd like it.
I feel like yours
I
is.
could fuck you. If I really wanted to, I could fuck you.
Darren is going. This is like a different kind of Darren. Have you ever seen him like this before?
No.
Should we get out of here?
I think we should go.
Do you feel as unsafe as I do? I don't feel good.
I'm just being
Do we
honest.
have a safe word?
Yeah, the safe word is call the fucking police because Darren's about to rape everybody in here.
Oh, now I understand why they
We're in
did it.
danger.
Yeah.
We're in danger.
Yeah. But I could fuck you.
Funny.
God, you want to probably.
No, but I could.
Listen, everybody wants to fuck their boss. Everybody does. But
Good
what I was
one.
going to say is like, I wonder about everyone's boobs.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
always. Or what they look
Completely.
naked.
I want to know.
That picture
I want to
is
know
clear
big
enough.
nipples, big little nipples.
Darren, you got to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, I know.
No, I like it. It's great. Pervy D is great. But that picture is clear enough where now I know what your boobs
those
look
don't
like.
look like my boobs.
What are you talking about? They are your boobs.
Those are like 20 years old.
Yeah, that's no. It's weird. I think that's why I don't mind like showing people because it doesn't even. I feel like it
That's
doesn't,
not like
even
you.
look like me.
What
Yeah.
do they,
I'm
what do
telling
they,
you.
What do they look like now?
They're better. I think they are.
Oh God.
when I used to.
Our listeners are fucking going nuts. And Sam, sorry, buddy.
Oh my cousin! Oh no!
Yeah. I'll send you the picture, Sam. Don't worry.
No. Sam,
some-
close your. Don't. Oh no!
Dude,
I'll tell
Steve,
him.
our English guy, is fucking shooting loads on the ceiling right now. Remember? Who loved you? He like,
Steve.
yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
Oh God.
Literally.
Going nuts.
Literally.
Dude, this live show is gonna be fucking.
Hold on, I have a question.
Crazy.
So how are you cousins with Sam? Are you like
What do you mean
first cousins?
how?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
Yeah,
cousins.
it's-
Stupid.
No, well,
He's
not first
my-
cousin. Is he a first cousin? Mm-hmm. So then your parents are related.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it happens.
He's my.
Darren.
His dad is my
Shut up,
dad's
stupid.
brother. His dad is my
Stupid,
dad's
you're the one that know what
brother.
a cousin is. Trying to fuck
I have all
everybody
kinds of
today.
cousins.
Actually, have you seen his face? He looks just like me. It's crazy. He looks like
Don't ruin it for me because I do
Yeah.
find you attractive. I don't want
myself
to.
and my dad.
I don't want to try to.
not
Fuck, I
into
don't want to
Sam
have to
at
fuck Sam. Sam, show me your tits, dude. Let me see those succulent milkers, Sam.
Just give me a range of where Heidi Sabrina is.
And let me check. Yep,
sweating.
Sam just canceled his Patreon. Shit. Oh well.
along with like 10 other people.
So how are your boobs better now? Because I think my dick. First of all, it's the same size it was when I was 3, but which is very sad.
You know what's weird is that they actually got bigger. Because I think I gained weight.
I've talked to another girl who got implants. Who you know, I won't say on the air, but who was small and then got implants and got really big boobs, but then she developed into herself and she's like, damn, I shouldn't even got these fucking things. I
know
I
her.
would have been
like,
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it changes as you get.
Text me.
I said it to you.
Yeah, but I didn't see it. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It changes as you get
Todd, I got it.
older. Does Todd even listen to the shows?
No.
No.
So he was on.
love Todd.
He was on what,
He
a
doesn't
few
even
weeks
listen
ago.
to his shows.
He was on a few weeks ago, and he watched that one, and that's the only episode of Rare Form he's ever watched. And he's like,
last
you know
year.
what? This show's pretty good. It's like, yeah, dude.
He's like, you know what? This is actually okay.
Because I want to come back now. He didn't realize that we actually do good stuff. Oh man.
Anyhow.
So like,
So how?
What are your nipples like?
Yeah,
Or?
how hard do they really
Listen,
get?
when I used
Two
to
nipples. We each have a mouth. I'm just saying, like
when I used to
candy corns.
when I used to drink
Gross.
a lot,
I'm just kidding.
like get drunk at bars and stuff, that's the first thing I would do is I'd show my boobs because I was like, look at my boobs.
I cannot imagine you doing
stupid.
that. No, it's great. It made people happy. It spreads joy.
I like to spread joy.
You were that person? Mm-hmm. You were a flasher?
Mm-hmm. Loved it.
Can you see that? I can't imagine that at all right now.
I mean, I'm older and wiser.
Yeah, but
I would never do it now.
I can
In my 20s,
I can
did.
see it.
you can?
Yeah.
I was pretty wild when I drank.
You just sound like Christopher Walken. Did you hear that? I was
Wild.
wild.
Well, Heidi, I got some Evan Williams.
Dude, drink it quick. And then take this roofie. Just one of them.
It's like
But that is interesting. I wouldn't think you were a flasher, but I could see you doing
not all
it.
the time, but like if I had enough to drink and I was around friends and
Are they
But
talk
that's
about
strange from someone who taped their boobs down.
yeah. And then
So you went
went
the
the
other
opposite.
opposite way.
That's like being raised a Jehovah's Witness and then I joined a metal
Right.
satanic band. Satanistic.
Oh, I forgot the music's still playing.
It was so creepy.
I'm so confused. Ooh, pretty good, huh?
Spooky. I just watched a show on Netflix called The Chestnut Man. Have you seen it?
I haven't even heard of it.
It's a Danish series, the same people that did The Killing.
Uh-huh.
And oh my God.
I didn't watch The Killing either.
Oh my God. It's so
Great?
good. So good.
Okay.
But this one is
Oh, what's it called? The Cinnamon Man?
The Chestnut Man.
Chestnut Man.
It's Danish, but it's
the
dubbed.
Chestnut Man.
And
Is the dub good?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Because I'm watching Squid Game with the dub on, and because
Pretty good,
I
right?
can't, I'm not a great reader.
Yeah.
I can read great, but I can't watch subtitles and pay attention to the show
Me neither.
because I feel like I'm missing the visuals.
Because you're
Completely.
slow.
A little bit, little bit.
You can't read and watch.
Well, I can, but like then I'm spending all the time reading, and I feel like I'm missing the cool visuals, or I'm missing like things I should be watching,
Oh my God, I have a story.
and it makes me tired. Like
Me
reading
too.
makes me tired.
Me too.
We're so stupid,
Some of us
dumb.
can do both.
So dumb. I have a
right?
story.
But you don't watch anything, so you're like, what's your story?
I have a story. So, what night?
I was with Dean Cain
Dean
at
King?
Knoxbury Farm.
Do you know Dean Cain?
Oh, wasn't he Superman
He
or
was.
something?
He was.
No. I was on the couch the other night, like 3 nights ago, at my boyfriend's house, and he lives on the 3rd story.
Heidi, you sleep on couch. I'm gonna go upstairs and party. Okay.
I'm going to go make some curry. When I get back, get those tits out, okay? Capiche?
I love the accents you do for him. I told him, I was like, you gotta listen to hear that accent.
No,
I hope he
I'm not
doesn't.
trying to get beat up
Yeah.
over here.
So I heard this sound outside, and he lives on a street that's known to be a little people speed on it. And I hear this crash, like one crash, and then I heard another one, and another one, and another
A
one.
chain reaction?
And it was instantly, I picked up my phone, I called 911 because I was like, there's somebody that's dead out there, or they're really, really hurt. I called 911, I threw on my shoes, I ran downstairs, and I walk out, and I swear to God, it looked like a scene from a film after a disaster. There was like smoke in the
Like
air.
War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise?
Exactly. And I was like, oh, there was a car that was up on the sidewalk across the street that had hit this pole with these wires that were like just hanging down. I was like, oh my God, there was a motorcyclist on the ground spread out. And then this Prius in front of me was completely totaled. The windows were all out and the airbags were up. So the woman on the phone was like, can you control your breathing, please?
To you?
Yes, because I ran downstairs. I didn't take the elevator, and because I knew there was something horrible.
Did that embarrass you?
No, because I was like, I just ran down the stairs. You kidding me? Like, and I'm like, I gotta go, but you gotta send people now. There's 5 cars involved. 5.
She's like, lady, you control your breathing. I'll send
Control
help.
your
It's up to you
breathing.
whether they live or die. What a strange
Well, Dan,
request.
you know
weird?
that both of us have heard control your breathing.
Oh yeah,
Which
it's tough.
is
It's tough.
impossible
Yeah,
when you're
like
having
when you
an asthma
can't
attack.
breathe, it's not your choice.
Right. Oh, did they say that? Like,
Yeah.
As if you just breathe like.
When I was about to die, they were like, "Just control your breathing." I'm like, "I'm dying."
Like
you
if I
God.
could control my breathing, I wouldn't fucking be here right now.
That would
And then they
that
put
would
a
give me
fucking-
panic attack.
They gave me a fucking a dome that they put over my head.
Like an oxygen dome, like you're an astronaut.
Yeah,
No, I
that
have
was
a
the first
panic
time.
attack.
Yeah, I was like, "This is making me worse, you idiot."
Oh my god.
God.
So did anyone die?
So no, thank God. I don't know how that happened, but I went into the Prius and I went to open up the the window, like the airbag, because there was no windows that just crashed, and I opened it up and there was this old lady in the passenger seat, and she was like, "Oh my God," so horrible.
If you didn't know, he's a perpetual child.
Your face.
He's a child.
Your face.
I like watching you get upset.
Your face is like this little kid that's like.
I like sad shit. Really makes me happy.
You're the
And that's
oldest,
so fucked
right?
up of me. Of us?
No, of your brothers and sisters. Yeah.
It's weird. I have an older brother from a totally like a different marriage, but in my household, yes.
So you're
Anyway,
the middle.
So
Dead
naughty.
lady.
So naughty. No, but she was like, she couldn't breathe, and she looked at me, and she had like blood on her face, and she looked at me, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And she was Mexican. She couldn't really speak English, but there was
Was she like the old man in Squid Game that makes you want to cry your heart out every time you see him? Oh my God! I don't know what happens.
Right?
If something happens to him, I don't want to know. But like that old man.
Well, but so there was nobody in the driver's seat, and I was like,
Oh wait! Oh, I forgot. I
she's
missed
in
that. She's in the passenger seat.
So I opened it up, and I was
No
like,
wonder they crashed. There's no driver.
So then I looked, and all the windows are gone. So I looked because I was like, did he get thrown out of the fucking car? Like, where the fuck is he? He was in the back seat trying to get out because he's like, it's my mother in front. She doesn't speak English all that well. And he's like, I was delivering food across the street, and I went to back up, and there was no one there, but there was these two cars that were speeding or racing, and they hit him, and then they hit the girl that went up on the sidewalk, and she was a mess. The motorcycle guy was a mess, and those guys left. They left the scene of the crime. Their cars.
Do you know what kind of cars they were?
A Honda Civic, and the other one was like a Subaru or whatever. But so I had to like
Such bullshit.
I had to get her like, like water, and I took care, like, oh my God, it was crazy. There was shit all over the place.
Is everyone all right? Do you know?
Yeah, I texted. Well, I'm now I have to talk to like their insurance people and stuff, and because he actually did an illegal U-turn when he backed up, but still, those guys were racing. So I told him, I go, make sure you don't say that you did the U-turn. Just say you were backing up.
Obviously, those guys are in the wrong.
Yeah,
of course.
And of course, but they would say that, because insurance agencies try to fuck you, even though you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. So I told him, and I said, just don't say it. And he goes, okay. Poor guy. He was just like delivering Postmates with his mom, and
so sad.
So they had to come with like the jaws of life. There were like wires down when the girl hit the thing. But I have to say something. So there was across the street. I see this little person. I told you about my.
Go ahead. Just talk through it.
I told you about my I have like a crazy I used to have an irrational fear of little people.
I don't think you ever said it on the air.
No, you haven't.
Yikes, dude. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So I used to. I had this weird thing where I just got like fearful because I was scared what I was gonna say. Like, hey,
little guy.
Like, yeah, like I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like,
Are your parents here?
Like,
Right.
I just felt, oh my God.
I could throw you so far.
But I saw her, and so I walked over to her. I go, hi. I'm like, did you see? She goes, yeah, I saw it out my window. My dog was going nuts. I'm not kidding. She was the tiniest little person I've ever seen, and she was a doll. She was so sweet.
Wait, you can't wait a minute. You
no,
called her a doll. She was an actual doll, and you thought it was a person, or?
No, that's why I can't.
Heidi just called a little person a doll. Wow.
That's why I have a fear. I'm gonna say something and someone's gonna get pissed
Like
off
you
at
just
me.
did?
No, she was really sweet. She was so cute.
Like a doll.
Is that how she tiptoes around speaking about me with you?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, I mean, I like him. I mean,
He's a little spooky. I mean, Halloween or whatever.
he's a little dark.
Yeah. Well, he's on the darker side.
Yeah.
I mean, his personality, not his skin. I don't know.
Did I ever tell? So in Chicago, this restaurant I worked at, my boss knew I had a fear. Like back then, I had a fear. I would just clam up. I wouldn't say I'd start to sweat.
Do you know where it came from?
No.
Being a Jehovah's Witness, stupid.
There's got to be
would
little
that-
people witnesses.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They must love him.
I don't know how, but one time he
And
told
stop
me
calling me
to go.
stupid. It's been like 3 times this show. It's starting to be hurtful.
Yeah, well,
Damn it, Grumpy D.
When I went into the back room and he's like, oh, there's a private party of like 12 back there. I was like, okay. So I walk in and there was these like velvet curtains. I walk in and it was a group of little people.
Did you think it was a kid's birthday party?
No, because they all had Sapporos in their hand. They were in those big, huge Japanese beers, and they had them in their little hands. And I was just like,
God, Heidi.
I walked in and I was just like, oh my God.
It's like
so it is, they're saying that we are the lollipop kids in Japanese.
they're like this.
We are the lollipop kids.
In Japanese.
Do you know they don't say lollipop kids?
What do they say?
Lollipop Guild. We
Fuck them.
represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
You would know.
Oh, yeah.
A lollipop now.
This is all Heidi saw.
But anyhow, so yeah, so I've had this fear, but now I don't. Now I'm okay with it. But still, see, I called her a doll, but I meant like she's was so sweet.
I know you weren't actually trying to be.
Yeah, now she just steps on them and it's all good.
You weren't trying to be incredibly insulting.
Oh my God.
when you
No,
just
yeah, I
were.
didn't. And then, oh my
So
God.
for all of
yes.
our little person listeners, sorry about Heidi. She has a
No,
lot of she has a lot of growing to do,
No,
just like
it
Dave
was-
Chappelle. Just like Dave Chappelle. Lot to learn.
Have you guys watched
yeah.
the special? I haven't seen
I watched it
yet.
I
today.
fell asleep during it, which I can't believe because I love him.
What?
Yeah, I fell asleep. I don't know
I mean,
why.
You're fired.
Maybe we should wait to
I
talk
love
about it
him.
until you guys have both seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see,
'Cause
I'm gonna
there's
see
a
it
lot-
today with my girlfriend.
Are you? Dude,
What?
how about that?
Yeah.
It'll go from that to this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
What
like,
do you-
I
what
want
do
to
you
watch
guys-
this shit by myself.
She's coming over. You're gonna watch some Chappelle?
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
nice.
I'm really curious what you guys think about it. We should save it for
I
next
saw
week.
like the first 20 minutes of it, and he started to talk about
Oh yeah, you sent us a text that he
yeah, because
he
I woke
named
up.
it for Norm.
I woke up at the end, and
Oh,
then it
so
was
sweet. For Norm.
Norm, yeah,
Got me choked up a little bit at the end.
yeah.
Did he say something about Norm?
Nope, not a
Oh,
word,
okay.
not a peep. Because I think he recorded it before Norm,
Yeah.
but they added the credits later on. But we'll save it because there's a lot of Chappelle's being lit up right now by society again
Yeah, no, I know about that.
because they're
Is it bad?
like what
Do
society
you think
what he did,
yeah.
what he said.
Do you think it is?
No, but I also understand comedy. I think, and I also
Right.
understand that. Okay, well, let's talk about it. So people are upset because they think that he spent the whole hour-long special just trashing trans people, just trashing them, and he was not doing that. Like a lot of jokes about it, but they're jokes.
Wait, where's that music coming from? Is that what's playing in the back?
No, there,
Oh, I thought it was just
I
me.
heard what you're.
You heard what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from.
It's weird. Okay.
So yes, a lot of trans jokes. He does a lot of that kind of stuff, but people are missing the point that it's comedy. And I know that people get upset that you can't hide behind the idea that everything's comedy, but he also tells stories about one of his really, really close friends who is a trans woman who
And her family came out and supported her.
yeah. I read that today too. The family of this woman who's now she's died, having his back, but this comedy once again is under fire, and the trans community for the most part is just I can't believe we're allowing this meanness. Like he's just being mean. And like, I understand the argument that they're making, but comedy is mean. Like even
Its
Seinfeld
essence is mean.
Even Seinfeld, who works pretty clean, right?
Yeah.
His jokes, he makes fun of society all the time. He makes fun of certain groups. He makes fun of certain behaviors all the time.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Comedy is, the whole point is to kind of like, you're poking fun at things. And poking fun at things is small versions of bullying or whatever the fuck. But like, comedy has to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear him at the end talking about his relationship with this trans woman who like was a close friend of his. And you can't be transphobic and truly care and have friends who are that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There was something in the beginning that he compared. What was he comparing? Like the gay community
to minorities, to being black.
Yeah.
And
which I thought was really great.
yeah, I'm trying to think of how he worded it at the end.
I gotta watch it again.
Oh, he thinks that you want to get rid of the music?
Yeah, I have really bad ADD, and that's all I hear right
So
now.
he was saying that he's always accused of punching down. That's the term. He punches down to people. But now he feels like the trans community is punching down sort of to the black community by minimizing their struggles because they're going through their own in a weird way. So it's like kind of like a holding up the mirror to people moment during the thing. But I still stand by that he's the most brilliant.
He's so fantastic.
He's a philosopher. He's more than just a comedian.
Yeah.
He transcends comedy.
It's not that he gets up there and goes, knock, knock, who's there? Hey, like.
No.
He's like, hey, this is what's up and this is what's going on. And it might hurt. You might feel uncomfortable, but
it's comedy. Deal with it.
He's so smart.
I agree. We watch both of you watched the special and like let's talk about it on the next show because it's worth getting into.
Because it's all over like the Instagram. Like I can't believe he did it again. He's bashing transvestites or something. I don't know.
But he also has bashed the black community. He bashes white people in this show. He bashes gay people. He bashes everybody. And it's fucking funny.
His last special was my favorite. The one before this.
I like the 846 or 847, whatever, the short one after George Floyd.
Did I see that? I don't know if I
It's like a
It only went out minutes? On IG, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's on YouTube and everything, but he had a whole, he came up with it like within a few days or a week of George Floyd getting killed. And it's like no one has said anything better. Like it's the best commentary on the state of the country than I've ever seen.
I just like the special where he talks about the white people that are junkies in the trash bins. Did you see that one?
I don't remember that. I don't remember. But I also forget so much shit. I mean, everything he says to me is pretty funny.
Where he had the gun, or he went to buy the gun, and they asked him what kind of bullets he wanted, because there was a guy that just like walked on his yard, and he was
yes.
What? Like, what do you? That was,
I do remember that.
Yeah.
We have another listener question.
Or is it a complaint again?
No. This is a suggestion. This comes in from Chris, our friend Chris. She says, I have an October show request. Can everyone share a personal spooky story or oh boy, or a family spooky story? I think that would be fun. You guys are killing it.
Oh, thank
you laugh, so you must have something.
I'm laughing because remember my spooky stories were like,
they're not good.
A friend of mine had cancer.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys go first?
One time when I was a kid, we were gathered around, and my friend was mauled by a dog. She lost both of her lips. You guys have any actual spooky stories?
Like, what do you mean spooky?
Huh? Who's dumb now? What does spooky mean to you? Anything scary? You ever like find yourself face to face with a killer, or ever think you were gonna die, or ever experience anything paranormal? Ever see a ghost?
I had a story where I thought I was gonna die, but I mean it's not that interesting.
You never know. Is it the one where you just thought you were gonna die? A month ago?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, when I was like a kid.
Okay.
I went to I went to a what do you call that? A summer camp in New Rochelle. Which anyone from the
That's where Todd Newman's from, right?
No, he's from the Bronx, but that area.
Okay.
So they would bus us out from where I lived in the Bronx, where Todd is from, and we would go to New Rochelle every day and then come back. They would bus us into the place and then bus us back. And then I remember I was probably like, I had to have been like 7 or something.
Okay.
8 maybe.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, we would go swimming, and then we would like go to the locker room and change, and then get ready to go home. Mm-hmm. And that particular time, we decided to play hide and go seek before we left, and I thought, which was a brilliant idea, I'll hide in a locker. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we all know how this goes. So
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was.
Is this claustrophobia?
No, I'm not a claustrophobic person.
But
so
do you get stuck in the locker?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh my God.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hide myself in this locker, and I went in someone's locker, and then I realized obviously that I couldn't get out of it. So I guess they were done looking for me. So, all the people left and
What?
yeah.
Oh my God.
But I think there was an older group.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Control your breathing. Control your breathing.
It's not even that crazy to me.
Bullshit.
But
Dude.
at the time, it was crazy. At the time, I remember I was panicking like fuck.
I am a massive claustrophobic human being.
I'm not claustrophobic at all, so it didn't bother me at all.
Huge claustrophobic.
You ever see the movie Tank Girl?
No, I never did. With Lori Petty.
There's a scene in it where she is thrown down head first into a pipe that gets smaller as you go down it.
Nope.
So every time you wiggle, it gets tighter. So you try to free yourself. You get tighter and a little tighter every time. Oh, Darren, I'm going to have a panic attack.
How did you get out?
I'll tell you now. So it wasn't the space that bothered me. It was just the fact that I knew that the bus was leaving, and that I'd probably be in the locker until the next day. Until they came back.
I guess technically you can breathe.
Yeah, like
there were slots.
yeah.
It was slatted or whatever.
Yeah, there's slots and shit. But of course, you freak out. Like I was a kid.
Are you able to sit down, or are you just standing up?
No, it's a locker.
Right? Well,
Heidi,
no, I mean like
it's not like 4 feet deep.
Well, no, I didn't know if he was little, like smaller, where you could. Like,
I was little.
Down.
Which Dan was pleasantly surprised to know that I didn't hit 5 feet until high school.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
He was a whittle guy.
I was 4'10" until high school started.
No.
Anyway.
Cute.
Yeah, so I started freaking because I started to realize that people were leaving.
Oh
but I think
Dude, this is full on nightmare shit for me.
Really?
For me too.
I would have gone into
I freaked
shock.
out, but it doesn't really to me like it wasn't that scary.
There's a high probability that my nerves would have taken over and killed me if I was in there. I would have died in
Me
there.
too.
I would have had a heart attack or something.
I feel like it was probably 20 minutes.
Like I want to stand up now and stretch because like I start thinking about being.
I think
stuck in a
claustrophobia is
place.
a white thing.
Is it?
I think so. I've never heard of a black person be like, I'm claustrophobic. I've never heard a black person say that ever.
Oh no, I'm really bad.
I don't know what that is about y'all.
I can make such a racist joke, but I'm gonna.
No, you do
I'm
it.
gonna refrain.
You do it.
No,
You do it.
no. It's in your DNA that you can't be claustrophobic.
Because
Just because. Because I have a story to tell as well, and I'm going to tell it right now.
You will.
Yep.
But
Oh
after I
wait,
finish.
how did they?
Nope.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably about 20 minutes, and I think that the older group of people came in from showers or whatever, and the dude that I was in the locker opened my locker up. I don't even know what he was thinking.
Were you yelling? Were you like, guys? No. He just happened to open one random locker, and you were in there?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding. It could have been none of the lockers because it was like a big thing, and it was just like a summer camp. So like, I could have easily been in a locker that would not have been open probably until the next day, but for some reason, this guy opened the locker and I came running out of it.
That is what people refer to as a guardian angel.
Yeah,
in a way. It sounds like that's what he was to you.
Yeah, I think God was on my side that day because I mean I was freaking out because it was obvious that like the people that were supposed to find me left.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
Fuck
was
that
scary.
story.
Yeah, it was scary, but like it wasn't like that scary.
It sounds that scary.
I have a scarier story than that.
Oh, let's hear it.
Go, dude.
Really? You guys don't have any?
But like you're on a roll.
Which also wasn't that scary to me, but it was to my mother. So, okay, we'll bring it back to you saying that you saw the picture of me playing the piano.
Yeah.
So when I used to play piano when I was a kid, there was a point where my mom decided, okay, like you're gonna take piano seriously. I'm gonna buy you a piano. This has nothing to do with the story, but it kind of
Backstory.
Context. Anyway, so my mom bought a real piano because I was using a keyboard for years, and then my mom was like, "You seem to like piano.
Proved yourself that you care. Yeah,
like we're gonna buy a real piano and blah blah blah." So my mom bought me a real piano, so I would practice every morning before school. This was like probably 4th grade, and I had a friend, Brad, who had started taking the bus to school, or at least I thought so. I don't even remember if it was true or not. And this is New York City, so bus system. And so I told my mom one morning, I'm gonna take the bus to school, and my mom said, "Yeah, go ahead," or maybe that's what I thought. And this day it was snowing like shit, like snowing, and it was also a gym day. And at the school that I went to, we wore uniforms. So you either wore your uniform or you wore your gym sweatpants and sneakers. So it was snowing. So I was in my fucking gym clothes, which were not very warm or anything. And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the bus to school." And I left my apartment because my piano was in our living room. My mom would hang out, in her room or whatever, and I'd play, and then she'd come get me, and then we'd go to school. But I just like left because I knew that there was a bus near my house, but I didn't know where it went specifically. I just knew that it went somewhere.
You're a kid.
It was a bus.
Like,
yeah.
I get on that. I go somewhere, and then I get off when it stops.
Yeah, and then my school shows up.
That's not how it works, but yeah, kid brains.
So for anyone from New York or who's been to New York, like there's an east and west side of New York. So when I got on the bus, I asked the bus driver, "Does this go to 89th Street?" And the bus driver said, "Yes." But 89th Street in New York means Broadway, 5th Avenue, it can be anything. So I ended up on the east side, which
Dumb question, does 89 go east to west?
Yes, east to west.
Okay.
So yeah, every street pretty much goes east to west, but it's blocked by Central Park.
Okay.
On some streets.
Okay.
I lived on 110th Street, which is the end of the park, meaning that like if you go any more up from where I live, there's no park, and you can go from east to west easily.
Okay.
But the bus that picked me up is an east to west bus, not like it goes east first.
Okay.
So my school was on West End or West End, I think it was. Anyway, the point is I went on the east side, and I had no idea what the east side was. I just knew that my school was on 89th Street. So I get off, and I think I told the bus driver, "Just let me know when the 89th." He's like, "Oh, 89th, here you are." And then I get off, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, I don't, like, this isn't, where's my school?" And of course, my mom, like, at this point, like, had already, like, I lived in a building that had a concierge. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Wait, and how old are you now?
Probably, this is like 3rd grade. I was 8.
Oh my God.
So my mom calls down to the concierge, like, "Did you see Darren, like, leave?" "Yeah, he went to go get the bus." So my mom obviously like flipped the fuck out. Like, where the fuck is my son? So I get off in the snow in my fucking...
What is the snow?
What is this? Yeah. Like, just like, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I start crying. I'm like, where's my school? South 89th Street, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just walking around. And then my mom, of course, is like having a fucking conniption. But see, this is how smart your boy is. I saw a garbage man.
I would never call you a boy. Ever, to be clear. Yeah.
I saw a garbage man and I said, do you know where the... And listen to my school's name, by the way. You as white people, the Anglo-American International School.
Wow.
Can you believe that was a name for a school?
Oh my God.
Privilege Academy.
Gross.
I was like, hey, do you know where the Anglo-American International School is? Yes, I do. It's on my route. So a garbage man
threw you in the back of the trash truck.
No, I sat next to him and he took me to school.
Aww.
That could have ended so badly.
Yeah.
It was.
Thank God he wasn't
I was
a killer.
scared as fuck. And my mom.
You're lucky you didn't get fucked with a knife in the cab of that
My mom was
garage.
so fucking angry, and of course appreciative that this guy brought me to school. But I remember coming into school, and I went to private school, so it's like, you know, all these like rich white kids who
Of course.
like they've never done anything bad in their life. And they're just like, dude. What the
That's
fuck?
really good.
Yeah. And my mom beat my ass.
No.
Because you made a mistake and went the wrong way?
I mean, she was just like, hey, man.
Lesson learned. You never did it again.
Yeah. I mean, listen, not to bash my mom, but, you know, that was back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
she was just like, hey,
Don't fuck up like that again.
you don't ever do that shit again. And
Wow.
You just reminded me, my first day of kindergarten, my first bus ride. The bus, obviously, you know, the bus picks you up in front of your house.
Yeah.
So I got on the bus, went to school, and on the way back, we're driving, but my house is on the left, right? So I'm looking out the window, and I'm like, I'm almost home, and the bus drove past my house, and I was 4 or 5 years old.
No.
And I got the pouty lip, and I'm like, that was my house, and in my mind, I was like, I'm never going home again. He's taking me. He's taking me
because when
somewhere
you're
else.
little, you have no idea.
And I didn't realize that, like, no, he has to pull in front of my house so I can get out in my driveway. He doesn't want me crossing. I grew up on Main Street, so like I can't run across the street. But I thought for a minute, like, I'll never see my family again because this bus driver either doesn't know that I'm here, or like is taking me somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a spooky story.
Please tell it. Now's the time.
So we played a show. By
By the way, it is so vibey in here right now. I kind of love it.
It's vibey as fuck.
I'm loving it. Okay.
So we played a show it was either Philly or Pittsburgh. I think it was in Philly. And I'm up on stage and I see this guy up front. He comes up front. He's got blonde hair. He kind of looks like Chris Farley, like a little bit, like bigger.
Handsome fella.
Yeah. And but he had this huge scrape on his from his forehead over his eye down to like his lips. And I remember it was bleeding. So I looked at
fresh wound.
Yeah, I looked at the guitar player and we mouthed to each other like, what the fuck? Like he must have gotten into a fight just then or whatever. So we finish up. He's just standing there staring at us like super odd. And we get off the stage and he comes up to us. We were standing there like signing stuff or whatever. And he goes, how can I get more in touch with Satan?
Oh boy.
And I was like, whatever. And I walk away. I was like, this dude is fucking crazy. And then the lead singer was like, oh, what are you talking? You know, like, oh, haha, you know.
Haha, good one, sir. Security.
So the next day we get a call, or we called our manager or whatever. And they're like, it's all over the news. We're like, what? This guy was named, I gotta look it up. It's like Caleb, I forget his last name. Oh my God. Right before he came to our show, his parents owned a child, a clothing store. And he was closing up to come see our show. And a woman and her child came in. and he fucking murdered them. Fucking
Damn.
murdered them. So that thing on his face was that a woman slashing him with her fingers, fighting him off.
Holy fucking
But I gotta find
shit.
it. I gotta find it on the thing.
You're reminding me of a story now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Wait, I gotta find this.
Did he get arrested the next day?
Yeah, I think let's see. Caleb.
The murderer.
It's been PhD because then he also said that he had because he went to go see our show and he had said that he did it for Satan.
You do say Satan funny.
Satan.
How do you say it?
Satan. But she says Satan.
I feel like that's like a West Coast thing. People pronounce their T's here.
It's like a hard T.
Yeah, I'm like
Satan.
I'm like, relax.
Mittens. Where are your mittens?
I dated a girl. She would always say, what did she say? Something with like a T, and I'd be like, relax with that
What's
T.
the matter? Yeah, slow down. Soften that fucking thing.
I'm sorry, you can go on. I'm just trying to find.
We got nowhere to be. I mean, I technically do, but it's fine. I'm just loving you guys so much.
In child.
Grumpy Dig, fucking Succulent.
I was just going to say, it
Milkers.
reminded me of a story. I went to a school with someone who murdered someone in Central Park.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Did a guy kill a girl? Did a guy kill a guy?
A girl I went to school with and her boyfriend killed someone.
That shit's so romantic. When couples kill together, it like truly, honestly, it warms my heart. It's
Apparently,
so
like he
sweet.
came on to them
What?
or something.
Oh my God. His name is Caleb Fairley, and I just said that he reminded me. So it was this guy right
Let me
here.
see his fucking face. Let me see his face. Oh God!
Oh God! What that
What?
chub
Where the
face?
hell did it go? Oh, dude, this is.
He
Those are the cuts on his face.
He sexually assaulted the little girl, I think, or the woman. I'm not
Look at
sure.
his fucking profile.
Oh.
The dude has.
Well, I just saw him from the front, but he had this.
So what's his
scratches
relation
on
to
it.
you?
He came to her show and asked them how to get closer to Satan.
But when he came
Look
to
at
our
his-
show,
Look at his profile. He has no.
when he came to the show,
It's like that dude you showed me.
Did he fall 5 stories onto a sidewalk and land on his face?
Show the audience this motherfucker?
I'll put up on the screen.
So when
we
he
do
came
the
to the
thing.
show, I just remember him being right up front and like he just stared like he was the fucking and his face had blood all over it.
Your
and
story's
it was-
way better than mine. What a
it was
weirdo.
Creepy.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
What does it
whoa,
say?
whoa. Attempted rape and necrophilia.
Yeah.
He
so
fucked these dead people.
horrible. In his
Murderer,
parents' shop, right?
Number of victims. Date of murder, September 10th, 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Did you meet all these kind of weird Satanists at your shows and
So
stuff?
weird. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're like it's
Like
just
I would
like a
always, like,
fucking
step back.
act.
Why,
you
what
See
does
how,
it- what's
idiot.
it say?
how old the daughter was?
No, how old was she?
19 months?
Oh yeah.
That he molested this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he
Disgusting.
had sex with the mom or the fucking baby, but
Disgusting. Horrible.
Well, Heidi, thanks so much for bringing this up. This is
Spooky though. That's
yeah, it's fucking
disgusting.
horrible.
Yeah, he fucking was at my show staring at me with blood with the fucking. We didn't know that actually.
This guy was looking at
it
your fucking
freaked-
succulent milkers.
It freaked us out though that after we knew that he had just done that, and I think it says in there, right? That
Oh,
he
it happened
came
before
to our
he
show.
saw
yeah,
you?
in it, right? It says that he came
God.
came to our show.
Enraged and strangled her to death. He also strangled Miss Mandarach's infant daughter. After the murder, he sexually assaulted Mrs. Mandarach's corpse before going to an Electric Hellfire Club concert that he had been planning to attend that night.
How do you
Isn't that fucked up?
like
But just to know, I can never get his like. I see that fresh scratch.
You
on
still
his
see that face?
I can see it like it was
Ugh.
yesterday. Because
Ugh.
after we knew, we were like, "Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god,
a-
he
that's
just fucking
spooky shit.
killed these people and came to our show." And then like,
Do you know how often I wonder how many people, like how many murderers we've come in contact with in our lives,
A
or
lot.
past someone who's a rapist or
Yep.
a murderer, or
A lot, I bet.
a lot.
mm-hmm.
I mean, rape 100% for
Yep.
sure because it's so much more common.
Yeah.
But like murderers,
Isn't that crazy?
Jesus Christ!
Well, you
Heidi.
meet a lot of
Crazy.
people.
yeah. So do you.
No, I don't.
When you worked at Dash, you met people new people every
Yeah,
day.
They're like fucking
But also, like you lived in New York. So when you're walking down the street in New York, how many murderers do you think you passed? Dozens. In your life? Dozens.
Damn, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
What would you think? Like over 10? I don't think so.
Well, I literally know a couple.
That have killed people?
Yes.
You know people who've killed people.
What?
Yes.
Not in the military.
Correct.
And have they gotten away with it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Is this in Boston?
I will not say anything. Wow. Yes,
Sure.
I know multiple murders.
What?
If I
really?
if I gave them a name, would they take care of someone? Just kidding.
Yeah, for sure.
Heidi, you send somebody to kill me?
One of them is still active. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. But yes, I do know a couple murderers.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Maybe I fucking am one.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's crazy.
I don't have a killing. I know.
You know what?
There's like 2 people I know in my life who I could have seen myself killing at one point.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that tried to like rape my sister, like no problem.
Okay.
If I had the chance, and then another kid in my high school who was just.
And your sister commiserated with you about this? Like you knew?
I heard her telling my mom about it, and I wasn't supposed to hear it.
Oh, shit.
And then I searched for this kid for a month, and I found him.
If you killed him, no problem.
No, there's a couple people that I wouldn't mind if they died. There's a lot of people I know that I wouldn't give 2 shits. If I could snap my fingers and they'd be dead, I would do it. There's a couple people that, like, if I had to physically murder, I could probably do it.
Really?
And 2 of them
I don't
are in
think I
this
can-
room. So
I don't think there's anyone on my list that I could like just be like, you know what? If I had to,
and this is not
I'll
self-defense.
X 'em
Yeah, self-defense is a whole different thing. If someone's attacking you, I'm sure you could kill somebody.
Maybe that's what the live show is all about.
where we're gonna kill
Dude,
you.
yeah, it's going to be Hunger Games. One of us, 3 people enter, 1 person leaves. So I'll end on my scary story, which I think I've told before, but you may not have heard it. You both haven't. When I was 16, I worked at a gas station, and I pumped gas. And so I worked Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. On Saturdays, I would work open to close. So from 9 to 5 was my work hours. Working 9 to 5. And so I would set my alarm for like 8:15 so I could get up, get dressed, drive to work. This particular Saturday, I woke up to my bed shaking, all 4 corners of the bed smashing off the ground, exactly like in The Exorcist, exactly like The Exorcist. So my bed is throwing me around. I sit up on the bed.
Waterbed, correct?
No. It was a waterbed frame with a white trash mattress on top of it.
Okay.
So the waterbed had popped already. So my bed is shaking.
So it was a heavy bed.
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy. It was like a full-on bed with me. I was like fully grown at that time. And my bed's throwing me around. I sit up on my bed. It keeps shaking crazy like that. But I'm looking. At first, I thought it was an earthquake or something crazy. But I'm looking around my room, and nothing else is moving in my entire room. My bed shakes for probably 30, 45 seconds, and I am wide awake, absolutely wide awake. And very strangely, I'm not scared at all. And to this day, I don't know why I wasn't scared, because that is something that should be terrifying. Eventually, my bed stops. It just out of nowhere just stops. And it's completely dead silent in my house. And I'm like looking around my room, and glasses next to my bed had not fallen over. Stuff that was on my desk, things leaning against the wall, everything was still in place, but my bed was shaking like crazy. So I get out of bed and I get dressed. I'm just so confused. My sister's room was next door. I open her door and look in, and she's dead asleep in her room. My mom and stepdad's room is upstairs. The whole upstairs of our house was 1 bedroom. I open their door and walk up there and look, and they're both completely asleep. So it wasn't an earthquake or anything. And I know I wasn't sleeping because, as I'm making the rounds in the house, my alarm clock goes off. So I'm already awake when my alarm clock goes off. And I have no idea what it was.
Huh. It was a ghost.
But I don't believe in ghosts.
What?
I don't believe in ghosts. So
How do you not believe in that?
I don't know.
That happened to
that's
you.
this is something. This is like the most confusing thing I've ever been faced with in my life, because I don't.
There was clearly a spirit of some sort, and you weren't afraid because maybe it was someone who had passed.
What do you
Maybe
attribute
your-
it to?
That's the
this
thing.
day?
That's what fucks with me is I don't know. I mean, obviously it should be something. It's something paranormal,
It completely.
or
is.
people think I was asleep. But like I remember it so clearly, and I was awake and it was shaking, and I didn't go back to sleep because I got out of my bed when it was done shaking, and I remember everything, and then my alarm went off. So I was awake, walking around when my alarm went off.
Yeah, you didn't like. But
You haven't told anyone you lived with?
I
Did
told
you tell
everybody.
your sister and
Yeah.
brother?
And
They're
what'd they
just
say?
like,
What
that's
do they
crazy. They're like, you must have been sleeping. You must have been asleep because we didn't hear anything. And I was like, but I wasn't. Like, I was awake and I went and saw you guys and everyone was asleep. So
Interesting.
I don't know.
Have you ever had? I get that. I used to get it all the time. And where you're asleep and you can't move.
I never had paralysis.
Yeah.
No, I never had that.
I know exactly what you're talking
But my
about.
house
Yeah.
did weird shit. Like my living room was connected to the kitchen, and I've always been a night owl. And I was watching a movie late at night or TV or some shit, and I heard something fall in our kitchen. And if you walk into our kitchen, on the far left across the room was where our fridge was, and a box of cereal that we always keep on top of the fridge was across the room on, like it had
flown off.
It probably
not just
went,
fallen off.
12 or 14 feet. And it was one thud. It wasn't like it fell off and bounced and whatever.
Right.
It was just across the room.
It was flown off.
And my sister, when she was really young, she was taking a shower or a bath or something. And she ran out of the bathroom naked. She goes, someone's in the shower with me. And like, my mom tells a story like, no one's in the shower with you. She goes, yes, there was someone in the shower. And she said, who? She goes, it was an Indian, like a Native American. And she says he was very small, but he was looking right at me. I turned around and he was looking at me in the shower.
Oh my God, I have chills.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what the fuck is up with
But
my
you
house.
still
but
don't believe in spirits or ghosts or.
what's my problem?
paranormal.
I don't. Yeah. What?
That's insane. And
You think
did
it was
they-
spirits or
Of
ghosts?
course it was.
So you believe in spirits and
Of
ghosts and
course.
everything?
Yes, I've seen a couple. When
You've seen specters?
the what?
Specters.
What's that?
That's like a materialized ghost.
Oh yeah. So we I worked at this old bar, this old restaurant that it was a church and it was turned into a restaurant, and we had like upstairs where like the choir would be, I guess. We had tables up there, and it was the end of the night, and my boss had said that he kept hearing his name when he was there alone. And he goes, "Oh, it's the ghost. It's like this woman that shows up. She's wearing like a white like colonial." And I was like, he was talking as if it was like no big deal. I was like, "I'm sorry, what? Who did you see?" He's like, "Yeah, she's just up there."
Just
but
matter of fact, like it's the ghost.
yeah, and he said, I heard my name like whispered, and I was like, "Holy fuck, no thanks, like no." So one night I was closing up. He was no, not him. His wife and some other girl were way up front, and I was in the back. And all of a sudden I hear,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and I looked around. I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Heidi," and I was like, "Hello," and nobody said a word. And I was like, I still get chills. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like,
Let's do the succulent milker.
I believe you, but also I've come to the conclusion that we see and hear what we want to.
There's
Maybe.
something to that.
But then on a busy
sure.
night, I looked up on top and I saw a very like light shirt, almost looked like a
Like lacy?
it was like, but it was like it like went away, like, but I saw it and it was a person up there on top, and that place we didn't have any tables up there. It was closed like that night. And anyhow,
Did you ever play Eagles Ballroom?
yeah.
You played there? Did you
Yeah.
play the rave or the ballroom?
We played both. We played the ballroom with Motorhead, and then we played the
So if you guys don't
Play
know,
with Motorhead?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we
if
opened
you
up
guys
the-
don't know, Eagles Ballroom is one of my favorite venues in all of America. It's in Milwaukee. It's like 2 blocks away from the Ambassador Hotel, which is where Jeffrey Dahmer killed his first victim. And Eagles Ballroom is like Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and the Big Bopper played there a couple days before they flew and died.
I didn't know that.
The story was that they left from there, but they didn't. They flew out of Iowa, but I think they played Eagles Ballroom the night before the crash or a couple nights before.
Wow.
But Eagles Ballroom is historically very haunted. And have you ever been down to the pool and all that stuff down there? Terrifying. Absolutely
Horrifying.
fucking terrifying.
Yep.
In the basement of the Eagles Ballroom is this emptied, hollowed out pool. There's no lights down there. There's it's all dirt in this pool for no reason, and these showers.
creepy.
And you walk down there and you do hear stuff in the showers. But I talked to a guy who has working there for years, and I was like, real talk, no bullshit. He's kind of young, but I was like, is this place really haunted? What's the deal? He goes, oh yeah. I'm like, have you seen stuff? He goes, yeah, many times. I'm like, tell me about the first time. And if you look at pictures of the ballroom, that's what it is. It's an enormous ballroom that's been there since what, the 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful room, but this guy was cleaning up after a show one night, and he kept hearing the toilet flushing in one of the bathrooms, and he knew he was the only person that was in there. So after 2 or 3 flushes, he went in and to investigate where the flushing was coming from, because no one should have been there. He goes in, the flushing stops, and he walks back out into the ballroom, and he sees, it's like straight out of a movie, an old-timey, 30s couple, man in a tuxedo, woman in a ball gown, dancing in the middle of the floor, and he's frozen, completely frozen. He sees them fully materialized, as if they were there. And they're twirling. There's no music, but he sees them dancing, and they both look at him and open their mouths like they're caught, and then they just kind of vaporized and vanished and went away.
Oh my god, I love that story. I have chills going up my freak. Oh my god, I have chills all.
Yeah, they're he sees us, and then they kind of went away.
Wait, I have a story.
Great.
So I worked on Monk for years, and we shot.
Wait, the show Monk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
Tony. It's my uncle-in-law.
You can name drop if it's family.
Yeah, okay, it's family. He's my family. So I worked at Paramount, and right next to where we shot Monk, there was the special effects guy, and it was this huge. There's a huge it's been there forever. That studio, from I don't know since when, the 30s or something.
Long time.
Yeah, and there was a guy that had worked in
the one on Melrose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that has been working in special effects for years. He was probably 65, and I loved him. And all of a sudden one day he's like, yeah, I can't work anymore. And I had my little golf cart, and I would stop and get him coffee. I'm like, why? And he goes, well, it's haunted. And I go, well, okay, right. And he goes, no. I'm here late at night doing all these special effects, and it's just me. And I can't deal with it anymore. I'm like, what can't you deal with? He's like, I keep seeing people. And the Hollywood Cemetery is right in back of the studio. And he said the last thing sort of that was it for him was he was all alone, and he heard the door open in front. And he was like, hi. There's nobody. And so he got up, and he then heard running that went out the front door. The door shut. He saw the door open and shut, and he followed the footsteps or whatever, and he followed it, and right there was the wall that's connecting this cemetery to that. And I have chills now. He saw that person, whatever it was, walk through that wall and go back into this cemetery. And he was like, no, I'm good. And he quit his job. I mean, he was about to retire anyhow, but he was like, nah, I'm good. The people that work there late at night, and then I would go and I went and asked everyone, the security guards, I'm like, what have you seen? They're like, they had seen this blazing fireball,
an orb,
go through the whole place. And he's like, you just start to believe in it. He's like, I'm this one young guy was like, I didn't believe in it at all, but now I do, because we see it all the time. Then just one last thing, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I had a friend who Oh my God, this is the best story because she was so freaked out. She worked at the studios that were Chaplin old studios on. It's called The Lot, and it's on Santa Monica where Target is. So La Brea and Santa Monica. And she works late at night, and she works for like a producer, and she's in her office, and up above they were doing auditions. So she had gotten a couple people that would come down and be like, "Where's the audition?" She'd be like, "Upstairs," or whatever. And all of a sudden, she said she's there, and she hears this like ching ching, like a walking, but with like like spurs on or something. And she goes, in walks this person dressed up like in medieval garb, but you can see.
I was going to say a suit of armor, maybe.
Yeah, but it was like, but like with like a sword and a very like. Hello, like this, and he walked in, and she
was it a LARPer?
What's that?
Oh, live action role play. It was a nerd joke.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what that is, but
just kill yourself.
Was he
Darren,
cucking? I don't know.
You're so cucking. Cuck yourself.
He walked in, and she said he almost had like a weird like Robin Hood look to him, but like this like metal with a sword and everything. And he walked in, and she was like, "Oh, the auditions are upstairs." And she said he just kept staring at her, and she was like, "Hi, the auditions are upstairs." Like go down to the, and just kept staring at her. And he backed up, and he turned, and she got up out of her chair because she was like, "What the hell is happening?" And she walked to the door, and he was gone. It was an apparition. It was a fucking ghost. And she was like freaking out so much. She just was like, "Oh my God." And he was gone. He disappeared.
I wonder.
Hallucinations.
Yeah, I believe that these stories that people tell, I think they believe them, and I think I believe them too, which means I should believe in ghosts. But how do I believe these stories but also not believe in ghosts?
Well, how do you? I mean, when people,
I can't explain it.
Like when my late husband passed, you see this energy that leaves somebody. Like there's all this.
Were you there
energy,
with him?
Yeah. There's all this.
And you saw this.
Yeah, there's all this energy that when they're gone, even though it says on the thing that they're still breathing and whatever. But you see it, like it's this.
What did you see?
Yeah, can you
did you see
explain?
like are you just seeing like the body kind of loses something, or do you see something leave? Like, do you see a color, or what do you mean? What do you see?
Or is it a feeling?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm. Yeah,
you see their body sort of like
He's up.
Still breathing because it says on the monitor still
Right.
breathing, but you see it. You see their it's like a feeling you get. But I saw like his color was gone, his aura was gone, or whatever it is. I know it sounds like.
No, I've seen so many
shit,
death videos of people being killed.
Yeah.
And there is something like eyes change. Like it's
Yeah.
a whole when life is over, people look different.
Yeah. Oh, completely. And it was just like,
So
he's gone.
did you feel that you knew that he was gone before they pronounced him gone?
Yes, completely.
You knew that for sure.
Completely. I even said, because it was myself, his uncle, his aunt, his brother, his mom and dad, and I just said, he's gone. And his mom was like, no. I said, he's
So
gone.
you guys
He's
were all
gone,
in
you
the
guys."
room?
I said, he's gone.
You guys are all in the room through his last moments, which you all knew that were probably his last moments.
Yeah, I got a call. I remember the day I got a call here. It was raining, and they're like, he's only got a little bit. I was like, how do you know? So I go driving there. I open, the doors open at Cedars. I go flying in. I trip and I fall, of course, and like all my butt.
Of course you do.
I'm like, oh my God. And it's at the ICU building. And I go upstairs and I have to put on all this stuff. And the guy's like, okay, so we have to ask you, since you're the wife, if he stops breathing, do you want us to resuscitate? Oh my God. And it's like, holy shit, I have to. So that. And then
What did you choose?
We said no, because it was just, he wasn't going
to come back.
No, it was really bad. And because he had sepsis, like really bad throughout his body from the cancer.
Which I don't know what that is.
It's a blood disease. No, it's an infection.
Okay.
So like you can get it when you have like a infection in your body, I believe.
Okay.
I could be saying that completely wrong. And then I ran upstairs and then they gave me apple juice because I was about to like faint because I was like, oh my God, he's about to die. And then I just saw it. I watched him and it was like, well,
Do you believe that he waited for you?
Probably. Yeah. And then the next night,
Because I know a lot of people say that. Where it's like, I knew that they were waiting for me, for the last goodbye. And
yeah.
You've told this story so many times. This is the first time I've cried.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, we got a crier. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah.
It's the realest it's ever been to me, and it's my biggest fear. I'm so sad for
dying?
you. No, of losing my wife. It's my biggest fear.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
That's
fine.
the sweetest thing I've ever heard from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks.
Other
I'm so
than
sorry
wanted to fuck
you
me.
experienced that.
Yeah. And you know what was? I'm sorry.
But there's something also
I'm
like
crying
no.
each week.
Let's end this really funny show with tears. It's okay, but like
Wait, I have a funny thing.
I'm
Sorry,
so
go on.
grateful that I don't know if I can say it, but like that all of you were able to be there
Yeah.
is really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you got through it.
He had been in a coma for like a week, but he still heard. Like that's true when people like hear because I was in there and I was
for
like,
sure, absolutely.
yeah, I was like, Pete, can I have all your drugs? Because he had like a and it was a joke.
He's like,
I was
girl,
like,
get him.
and he reached and he did his finger and he went like this, like he moved it up, and
That's
he was
crazy.
completely out. But he heard me because I was trying to make him laugh because that's all we did was laugh. And I was like,
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
like, can I have all your drugs?
That's so sweet.
So it's true though. But the crazy thing was, and then we all sort of giggled afterward. Not giggles. I was a mess. But after he died, I laid on top of him and I started beating his chest.
You motherfucker, get back!
And then and they take the tube out and you see it like this thing around me. Just doesn't. It's not him.
I'm gonna start crying.
But it wasn't him. Do you know what I mean? Like
It was
I actually,
like you felt like it was a different person.
No, it wasn't him because
he left.
That person was not there anymore.
We are not our body.
Exactly. And so
Right.
that's why I believe in spirits. I believe in all that because I believe, I think there's bad, there's good. I just think that there's so much, but he wasn't there. That wasn't him. The person I was like beating on his chest, like, wake up, he was already gone. He was probably like laughing, like going like, what are you doing? Like, stop.
Oh my goodness.
But then I have a crazy, amazing story about, I'm sure we're over time, but about,
We don't have a time limit, and I can't get myself together. So please tell your story.
but I was gonna say, like, right after that happened on the monitor, there was like his stuff all went away, and there was a ad for nursing.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I turned around and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And the nurse was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's just." I'm like, "So this is all just a fucking business."
Yeah.
Like, he just died, and
Absolutely.
you're showing an ad on his monitor.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why that came up. And I was like, what the fuck? And then we all sort of like...
We're still trying to sell shit here. Sorry.
And then afterwards, too, the crazy thing that you have to go through, like, you can't just take time to grieve. Then you have to know, like, what the price is going to be for a fucking funeral.
Or if you're going to cremate
it,
Yeah.
And then the cremation part is the craziest because you drive. I went there with my mom. My mom came out from Wisconsin. You walk in and he gives you it was a box in a plastic thing and he sets it in front of you, and you're like, and then you just, holy shit, that's what life is about. He's in a fucking box.
Right.
This person
All
is
of
in
a
a
sudden.
box.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's
a transaction all of a sudden.
So that really and so I buckled him into this in the back seat.
Okay, now we're getting back to funny stuff. That's good.
So when somebody dies, they say that they come to you in a dream, like especially if you're really close with them. And I waited and waited and waited, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just want to dream about him. So they say that when you have like cancer or something, that it takes like a minute, this is what they say, to sort of like heal yourself, and then they come to you in a dream. So it was like 2 months later, I had this dream where it was, I swear to God, everybody that a girl I told this dream to said that her mom had the same exact dream about her dad that had passed. And so the dream was he showed up in this white suit and completely his young self. And he had this really weird watch on his wrist. And I was like, well, what's that? And he goes, oh, it's really cool. It's this new thing, but I only have a certain amount of time to say bye to everyone. So
Are you serious?
So I'll be right back. And we had this thing where he was a really bad dancer. And he goes, I'm going to come back and I'm going to dance with you. And I was like, get out of here, whatever. So he left in my dream and he came back in this white suit and we danced. And then all of a sudden the thing went beep,
Get the fuck
beep,
outta here.
beep, beep. And he goes, I have to go, but I just want to say, I love you. You're doing a great job. You're going to be great. Please tell your niece, because I just had my brand new niece. Please tell her all about me. And then he left.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then that was, but it was him. It was so nuts. It was him.
Holy shit.
And that's my spooky story.
That's spooky. It's so beautiful.
All right, Dan. Well, now close the show. There you go.
Sign up
just
sign up for our Patreon to join the live show.
Life is beautiful.
It
You
is a
have to
beautiful thing.
really tell everyone you love them, and like, because you never know. And it just shows that life also is just like, what the fuck? You end up in a box. Like, so enjoy yourself.
But at
and,
least you're belted in.
Exactly. I belted him in.
All right, well, I love you guys.
I love you too, buddy.
Love you guys.
I love
Sorry.
you, Heidi. No,
We can
no,
do
no.
another show.
No. These are all good things, and people need to. I actually really want people to really think about what you just said. Like, listen to your story, listen to Heidi's story, appreciate the people in your life, because they may not be there tomorrow.
No, we don't. My parents' neighbor just died, and this woman is like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. They were married for fucking years.
My wife had coffee with someone yesterday, someone who's never hung with before, but the woman hit her up out of nowhere, said, "Hey, do you want to get coffee?" And so my wife asked, like, "What?" Yeah, they met up, and she said, "What's been going on with you?" She goes, "Well, my husband died 2 weeks ago." She goes, "I haven't told anybody, so I'm trying to surround myself with people that I like, and I'm trying to keep myself from going under." Mm-hmm. And it came out of nowhere, and
was he young?
I mean, he wasn't like old,
Right.
but it's
Jesus
just like
Christ.
things can change in a
Yep.
millisecond. So appreciate everyone in your life.
And what's crazy is your life changes, but it's your life is still the same, but it will never be
Right.
the same.
Right.
Like, you go on, but it's just not. There's something that's like different about you, and it could be 13 years later like it is for me, and I still can like, I can see it like it was yesterday. But those dreams that you have when somebody leaves are the realest. I only had 2, and it was him. It was crazy. I woke up and I was like, I can still see him with that crazy fucking watch. And the girl, the spooky thing is, I guess, is this girl I told said she like got all like white in her face, and she was like, holy shit, you have to talk to my mom. And her mom had the same fucking dream
Look up something
about her dad had the same white suit, looked young, and had that weird watch on. Isn't that crazy?
That is weird.
Weird, right? Like, I wonder what.
Yeah.
And there's that show on Netflix called, what's it called? Death, or what happens to us when we die? Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it's called
I haven't
Death.
seen anything, remember?
Oh, that's right. I just keep asking you.
I'm the wrong guy.
But it's really crazy how they, like, most people see the same things when they are dead, and then they come back. They don't complete, but they see the same thing. So I wonder if that's, what'd you look up?
I was looking up something, and then it wasn't.
So do you have, I know we're going to close up, but do you obviously have a healthy fear of your wife dying before you?
Oh yeah, I am scared of like any friends or family dying, but you know, my wife she's like the number one person in my life, and like for her to be taken, I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine it, and I don't know if I'd rather her go in something quick and tragic or something where I have time to say goodbye. I don't know.
Right.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer him die in a car accident or the way it happened? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. That's a very weird question, but
I don't know. Maybe
I'm
the
curious.
way it happened just well,
You got to be with
I
him.
went through so much though, like not to be, but I physically and mentally, emotionally went through so much that I lost almost all my hair. It was stressful.
How long was he sick?
6
Over
months.
a year? Oh, okay.
Just 6 months. He died in 6 months.
Oh, wow.
He left Cedars only twice. He was up there the whole time. I worked a double, and I'd go up there and spend the night and then go back to work in the morning. So I spent half my
6 months
life
ago
at
was
Cedars.
May, by the way.
Right.
Like May just happened. 6 months is that.
Yeah, of course.
6 months is a baseball season.
Yeah.
It's
weird.
So crazy. But I'd get in his bed and we watch movies and stuff but yeah, I think I'd rather.
God, Heidi.
I don't know. I think if you go fast, like in a car accident, you don't have time to like you think like, what's the last thing I said to them? Like that would drive me nuts. There's still things I feel guilty
And
for.
nowadays with like phones, we have people's last texts to us and voicemails and emails and stuff.
Well, we also can live in perpetuity now.
What do you mean?
In terms of, like our Facebook profiles or our online presences can continue to give us life.
Hey, if all of us died tonight, people have 116 episodes of Rare Form to watch.
And they can be bored.
They'll never see this
death.
one. Yeah. They'll never see this one, but oh man. Okay.
Sorry.
How do we no, you cannot
I
apologize.
feel like I should say sorry because that was.
Your story was beautiful. Are you kidding?
It.
That was that was the best part of the show, and I thought this was a really great show. Okay. But you've talked about your husband so many times, but I don't know, this is the first time that it really hit me what you went through. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know that it was hard for you, but I've never felt it before like I did today.
You know what's funny is I was actually at that time I was dog sitting for this guy, and I was staying at that house watching the dogs, and I called him and I said, hey, my husband just passed, and he knew that he was like really sick, and he goes, oh fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. I'll never forget this fucking asshole.
Like
he was
it put him out because of his dog.
He was pissed. Yeah, he was mad.
Do you know this person's name?
I actually know where he lives, and he wasn't a friend. He was
That's the number. That's a third person
friend.
who I could murder. That's number 3. Can you invite him to the show on Friday?
Like, what if I
We'll kill him on air.
It's like the Purge. We have the Purge in here.
So we have our sacrifice, correct?
We have our sacrifice. Us 3 are now safe, and we know the mark. No guessing games. If you're listening to this motherfucker is coming to the live show on Friday, and he will perish.
Oh God!
All right, let's get out of here. But so tomorrow, by the time you hear this is right now. It's Thursday, October 14th. We have a live Rare Form show tomorrow, October 15th, and the only way to watch it is to join our Patreon. Minimum $5. You can pop in, pay $5 for the month, get out, or you can stick around for a while. Either way, we appreciate it.
So what happens with the live show? Can they call in?
We're gonna have a chat set up, right, Darren?
Oh, okay.
Explain how it's gonna go down in a perfect world.
So we're gonna have the show like we usually do, but we'll also be able to share video with you, possibly. News with you on screen. We'll also be able to talk with you in chat by text. If you really want to be a part of it, like, with this dumb video that I have up, we can have you, be on screen with us, so I can get off being on screen.
You can put people on screen?
Yeah, we can put people on screen.
Oh.
You can?
Yeah, we already tested this.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No. I was excited about other stuff.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we can bring you on screen. That's if Dan likes you, because it's if Dan gives me the
no,
look,
you're gonna be the guy. You're gonna decide what questions get through.
I'm not deciding this shit.
You have to. I can't see the fucking screen.
All right, well.
So you're gonna be the guy. If people have good questions, you're gonna be the one to be like, so and so has a question about Heidi's succulent milkers or whatever.
So if you have really big breasts and want me to sleep with you, you can get on the show.
Shit.
I'm kidding.
Shit.
So we can bring you on screen if it's look, we're doing a live show. We're trying to keep it interesting. Make sure that when you hit me up or hit us up. Be like, something that is worth, bringing on screen so that
have a good question or whatever it is.
Just don't, don't make us look like a dummy.
And if these go well, we will be doing a lot more of these because it is fun. It's going to be fun. So yeah, join patreon.com/rareformradio. Like I said, you can pay one time minimum if you want, or pay more if you appreciate what we do and enjoy the live show.
And even if you don't, just subscribe to the YouTube because we'll be eventually popping in.
You might just random live shows out of nowhere.
Randomly, and hit the notification bell. I know everyone says that and it's so annoying.
I've never mentioned that, but that's a good call.
Yeah, hit the notification bell because at any point, one of us could just be doing something cool and we'll pop up and be like, hey, what's up?
Yep.
Dan, does all kinds of cool shit. Heidi doesn't do anything. No, I'm just kidding. Heidi does all kinds of cool shit. I don't do anything.
Can we put a camera in your shower, like a shower cam, so people can like randomly pop in and see you shower or something?
Yeah.
Just a direct feed right to our phones.
So you'll never know when we'll
Only
pop
if there's
in.
an Indian in there.
Hell yeah.
And say what's up and show you some cool shit. And so, yeah, just subscribe. And I think we have a good thing going for the next couple of weeks for you guys.
Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. And I do love you guys. This is a wonderful time. We'll keep the spookiness going for the rest of October. I think we have a couple cool guests coming up the last couple weeks of October. One of them I personally am very excited about. Very excited about. So, what's that?
Who is it?
I wouldn't spoil it. Spoil it? I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just say it's someone who, I'm going to over talk about it. It's someone who I grew up watching in horror movies my whole life.
Tony Todd.
It's Tony Todd. Tony Todd. Yep.
Elvira.
Yep. It's Elvira. Yeah. And Tony Todd. Elvira's a lesbian. Did you hear the story?
Yes.
What? Oh, we can't talk. We'll save it for next week.
I remember we
gotta save it.
I met her on Dark Matter.
Yeah, she was the best.
She was awesome.
Let me make a note. Elvira the Lesbo.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Do you know her?
No. I hung out with her at
she was Dave's roommate. Right? Not roommate.
Neighbor. And I've hung out with her at Dave's house before.
Yeah.
She has freckles and red hair, right?
She does.
Yeah.
She's a big red bush too, like you, Tad. Because if you go, you can look at Elvira back in the day when she was naked.
Yeah.
What a smoke show! And she still is gorgeous.
She's beautiful. What is she? Almost 70?
Something.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
What's her real name?
How old is Elvira? Cassandra Peterson.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. You don't have Elvira's birth year listed in your
Sorry. You know how when you asked Siri questions about how old someone is, if you have their number in your phone, it doesn't tell you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Humble brag. Dan's name drops.
I
have Elvira's.
Dan's name drop.
I have Elvira's number in my phone. No big deal. Whatever. All right, we gotta go. I got shit to do. I love you guys. Happy Halloweenish.
Wait.
Live show tomorrow. What? You got another fucking crushing story?
Can we cry more?
Adam Levine being in my phone. That's no big deal. That's cool.
Boo.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.